What's up, everybody? As you can see, for the first time, I'm on the Ninja 1000. I'm actually riding around now that it's done being rebuilt. I finally got everything on it and stuff. I'm riding it around. It looks like the ABS light has come off, which is awesome. I used a code reader on it yesterday, and it said I had no error or fault codes at all. So I was just worried about that ABS light, and it is gone. So I'm good. I'm ready for inspection. And I can get this bike sold. But as you can see, around me there's still snow. It's because today is December 18th. So it's winter. But somehow it is 60 degrees today, which is very nice. It is starting to get dark here very soon, and I am 3 hours later than I wanted to be on this ride, because originally geared up, got all my stuff on, and went to start the bike in the driveway, and it was just clicking the whole time. The battery was shot, so I got all ready for nothing. So I had to take the battery out, plug it into the charger. I let it charge for an hour and a half. Then I went to do it again, put it back in, went to start it up. It almost turned over fully, almost, it was right there. And then I just slowly heard it die on me, and then it wouldn't get close. It just kept clicking again. So I had to take it back out, put it on for another 45 minutes. And as you can see, that solved the problem, thankfully. So I'm assuming the battery just drained when it was, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. It tends to do that. So I had to charge it. And if you can see there, I have 1 bar of gas. One very little bar of gas. So I'm currently headed to the gas station. And then I'm going to do a short little lap on this bike to do like a review, a first ride and a review. I gotta say, so far though, this bike's been fun. For the whole 2 minutes I've been on it, it's been fun. I think it sounds great. It's very comfortable. It's pretty upright, like I'm not very hunched over, so it's very comfortable. I'm in school traffic right now, unfortunately, because it's that time of day. Some of the kids that were getting off the school bus were like, "Oh, look, a motorcycle, a motorcycle." They kept saying it. So that was kind of cool. They really liked it. Yeah, I'm enjoying this bike so far. It's pretty loud, if you can tell. I think it's about the same as my ZX-10. I'm not really sure what kind of exhaust is on this bike, because it does not stick out, like it's very flush with the bike. I'll show you when I get off here. I'm also just hoping that it does start back up after I put gas in it again, like that it'll start again. I let it run while I got dressed, and then I've been riding it around, so it should be good, but you never know. Also, I want to apologize, I keep getting mentioned, I do currently have bronchitis, so I'll try to keep the coughing and sniffling down to a minimum, but it's been tough. So I'm dealing with that. I haven't been to work in a month. Between first I had a respiratory infection, now it's bronchitis, and I had other stuff going on too. So I've been gone for a minute. I'm supposed to go back tomorrow. But yeah, 60 degrees in December. I was like, no way, I'm not gonna take advantage of that and go riding. Make a review video on this bike in the first ride. I got a little worried about leaving it running in the driveway while I got ready because of how low the gas was, but thankfully we're good. How much is this going to cost me? I don't know. But I've been meaning to bring like a gas can to the station, fill it up, and then take it home and put it in. $12. But I kept forgetting to do it, and then I ended up breaking the weather. And I was like, well, I'll just take the bike there, see if it has any issues or anything, and see if I can get that ABS light to come off, which I did. So I'm happy about that. Also, this is, I believe, going to be the first video of 2026 based on the schedule. So this should be in January. of 26. So, okay, good. We started right up. But yeah, welcome to the new year. Hopefully it's a good one for you. Hopefully you had a good holiday. So now I'm just going to do a little short lap, one I've taken before, the one I used to test out my suit. Thank you. I'm just going to do that little lap again, just to get a good feel for the bike. I'm going to quit riding with my signal on. Yeah, get a good feel for the bike. Talk to you guys about it, let you hear it, see it, all that stuff. So it was $12.50 to fill up the tank. Not too bad. That's also premium gas, right? The highest grade of gas. So obviously it's going to be a little bit more. Yeah, it's not horrible. Like I said, so far this bike has been very comfortable. I'm not very hunched over at all. I'm leaned forward a little bit, but not much. This is kind of like a sport touring bike, I believe. I have to keep lifting my visor because it's fogging up. The clock on that is definitely off. I think it's closer to 4:16. That's why it's getting dark. These levers, very nice. I believe they're stock. They seem stock. I really like where they are and their length and stuff. So those are good. This bike definitely feels fast. I've noticed that from the very beginning. I was told this is the same engine that's in my ZX-10R. So obviously that would explain why it's going to be fast. That's a very fast bike. So if this is the same engine, then yeah, this also would be. Oh, I completely forgot to show you the exhaust, my bad. It'll be in the thumbnail, probably. I think. I don't know. I'll try to remember to throw in a picture when I edit. But as far as I know, that's the only thing done to this bike is the exhaust. It's got frame sliders on it, but that's not a performance modification or anything. I believe everything's pretty stock. Tailgated already, which is very annoying. I don't know if this bike has a quick shifter. I'm about to try it and find out. It feels like it doesn't. So I don't think it has a quick shifter, which is fine. I was just curious. I know there's Kawasaki's that come stock with them, but then again, my ZX-10R is a 2018 and it does have a quick shifter. So it might just be the model of bike. Yes, definitely not a year thing because 2019 is not that old. So it might just be because this is a sport touring, not really like a sport bike. It maneuvers very nicely. So if you would ride like a Ninja 400 or a Ninja 500, this feels very similar to that, just much heavier and bigger. But in terms of like the way it moves around and how easy it is to move stuff, it feels just like that. Like I said, just much larger. I believe this bike weighs like 540 pounds, something like that. Very heavy. I know my R6 is like 350, so it's quite a heavy bike. And it's also a taller bike too. But it's very comfortable. It maneuvers. It doesn't feel like I'm on some big giant heavy bike, so that's very nice. I wouldn't really like a big bulky bike, and this one is kind of big. Like you've seen it next to my other bikes. This is a larger bike, but it doesn't really feel like that on the road, which is good. I'm having a lot of fun on this. I'm gonna give it a little gas. Oh, did you hear that popping? I don't know if the mic picked it up too well. I don't like this road a whole lot because it's very rough, but it's one we're taking. I'm kind of focusing on the road right now, just because this area is pretty crappy. It's all bumpy and beat up and stuff. I'm also a little worried about riding in the middle of December, actually closer to the end of December, because if you don't live anywhere with snow, there's a lot of salt and gravel and stuff like that gets put on the roads, whether it's from the plow truck or the snow melting and moving it onto the roads and everything. So the roads get all loose, would be the best way to put it. So I'm a little worried about that, because this is the middle of winter. Not the middle of winter, but you know what I mean. That's why, like, when spring comes back around, it warms up and we all start going riding again for the beginning of the season. It's a little bit sketchy at first until the roads kind of get cleaned off a little bit. But yeah, I'm really liking this bike so far. I absolutely hated it during the whole rebuild process, because it was just problem after problem after problem, and it just kept being a pain with constant issues and expenses and everything else. So I really hated it during the rebuild process. But right now I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. Now that I know there's no error codes or anything, and the ABS light is gone, I am probably gonna try to get it inspected soon and sold, because I very much need the money right now. My bank account is the lowest it's ever been. Well, not ever, but the lowest it's been in probably close to like 8 years. So that's kind of painful. It's very painful to see, actually, but so I do really need the money for this. And unfortunately, I went from, because I had to get stock OEM fairings from a dealership, I went from looking at a couple thousand in profit on this bike to, I'll be kind of lucky to like break even or make any profit, really. So unfortunately, the fairings did really eat into how much money I'm going to make from this, if any. Honestly, like I said, I might be at the point where I'm just making my money back, which you never want to have on a project bike, obviously. You never want to have on any vehicle project like that. But I didn't know that this was a rare bike that you can't just find fairings for. I've never had that problem before. So you live and you learn, I guess. I'm hoping to at least make like a couple $100 profit, but after the inspection and everything, I don't know. I really don't know. Because especially with this time of year, like today obviously isn't a good example, because I'm out riding, which I'm shocked. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still shocked that I'm out riding today, because like I said, it's December in a northeastern state. Like, I didn't expect to be riding again until March at the earliest, but here I am, and I love it. I'm not complaining at all. I'm very grateful I get to go out today, and I'm having a great time on this bike. But I don't know when I'd get to ride again. I don't know when I would have that opportunity. So I'm probably gonna have to rent a truck and then load this into the bed, strap it down, and drive it to where I get the enhanced inspection and stuff. Drive it in the truck. That way, you know, temperature doesn't matter or anything, because I'm not actually riding the bike. And get it inspected and stuff, and then I'll have to rent the truck again to go pick it up. So that's at least $200 right there. Very unfortunate, but it's that time of year, and with me really needing the money right now, I don't exactly want it to just sit in my garage until it's warm enough for me to ride it to the inspection. But it looks like my camera battery is about to die, so I'll let you hear the tunnel real quick. Beautiful. But yeah, since my battery's about to die and I'm almost back anyways, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Overall, very fun bike so far. Comfortable, very easy to maneuver. This is my first real time riding it, and I haven't had any issues. I've actually really enjoyed this. comfortable seating position. Like my legs aren't very bent up or anything, and I'm 6 foot tall. They're not, obviously they're not like stretched out or anything, but they're not, you know, folded in half or anything. So very comfortable foot position. My arms are comfy. There's like basically no weight on my wrists, which is good. Very easy to maneuver and just flip around and stuff. It sounds great in my opinion. We'll give it a little bit of speed here. Very quick. That was just maybe half throttle, and I got up to like 53 I think there. So that was pretty quick. Good to see that. It's definitely going to be a fast bike. I didn't really get to try that out today with the roads I was on, but you can tell. So yeah, I enjoy this. I've had a positive experience riding this bike. Rebuilding it, no. That was rough. If you haven't watched that rebuild series, please feel free to check it out. It's one of my longer ones. Like I said, it kept going wrong. But if you haven't checked that out, please do. I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching this one too. But overall, I give this bike a positive experience, opinion. I've got it on low power mode too, because I'm a little girl, I'm a little baby, and I don't want to wreck it or anything. So yeah, I like this bike. It's comfortable, it's fun, user friendly. If you're experienced with bikes and you rode before, I recommend it. Obviously would not call this a starter bike because it's a 1000, so I never recommend anybody starting on a 1000. You absolutely can if you're smart and have a lot of self-restraint and stuff like that. You can, but I never recommend it. So I would not call this a starter bike. But if you're looking for a bike like long distance and stuff, but you don't want a full like cruiser, this is definitely a good way to go. I feel like I could sit on this for a couple hours straight and not have any comfort issues. So yeah, if you're looking for a sport touring bike and you have experience riding already, Ninja 1000, I think it's a good way to go. But again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it a lot, and I will see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Later.